So today I'm going to be taking a look at Honor's latest teeny weeny little Honor Pad X7 with just an 8.7 inch display. So hopefully from this unboxing and first impressions video will help to give you a little bit of an idea as to whether you would consider buying this small little tablet. At the time of this video, it's about 80 quid off Amazon. Do you buy this? Do you splurge for a slightly bigger tablet? Potentially, but we're just going to have a quick look. And for more on the latest unboxings and reviews of some of the best budget tablets and phones around, hit subscribe on the channel. Let's get into it. So here is Honor's latest entry-level tablet, the Pad X7, and I've got it with just 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage in grey. And you've got just a 7020 mAh battery, 8.7 inch display, 90 Hz refresh rate, Snapdragon 8-core chipset, which is actually the Snapdragon 680. So, of course, not the highest end performance. That's a chip that's been out for plenty of time now. So we'll just whip it out of the box and see what it's about. Keep your expectations accordingly, as this is at its normal price, about 100 quid. It's currently available for just 80 at the moment on Amazon, but here it is. Look how teeny weeny it is. I mean, for reference, here is the Honor Pad 9 with its massive 12-inch display. Can't really get it all in the screen. I probably should have thought about that, but you can see that it's a very small tablet. So let's just power on, see if she's got any juice. It's an all metal build, which is really nice. You've got a single camera at the back. See if I can peel this back off. Apparently not. I'll get back to that. It's actually quite nice using something this sort of size. But then using my Honor Magic V5, there's not really a lot of difference really in the size, but there we go. Anyway, so here is the Honor Pad X7, English United Kingdom. Let's get it all set up. So you can see that there's some chunky bezels around the outside. This is just going to be aimed at someone that wants a little tablet for your kids, maybe your grandparents that want something a little bit bigger to read stuff on potentially. So I'm just going to kick my Wi-Fi and Google information in, and then we'll go through the rest of the setup. Okay, so I've just put some more of my information in, and while it's getting ready, we'll just have a look at the other contents in the box. So in this little compartment, you get a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. This compartment's empty, and that one massive compartment has got a bit of paperwork. So no charging brick in the box, just a USB-C cable and some paperwork. So let's just quickly set up a pin. Go through all the usual bits and bobs when it comes to setting up any new device, search engines, etc. It's always the most tedious part. Gemini bits. And then of course you can change a few bits now, but I tend to just go and do that later. Agree to the terms of use, etc. And here we have the Honor Pad X7. So you get an 8.7 inch display with a resolution of 800 by 1340 with a pixel density of around 180 pixels per inch. Let's jump into the settings. The usual settings, bits and bobs are here. We'll jump into storage, 64 gigs of storage. There is a 128 gigs model, but I have just got this one here, display, and let's just jump into wallpapers. Everything else is going to be similar, like I said, to what you'll find on other Honor devices, phones, tablets, all that sort of stuff. But you can change your wallpaper if you want to, so let's just set it to that one there. Now it's automatically defaulted to having the 3 buttons at the bottom, so let me just see if I can change that to gesture support. So let's go System, Gestures, Navigation mode, and you can change it to gesture mode if you want to. And then that's just slightly easier, I think, when it comes to navigating. Now there's literally next to nothing on this tablet. Swipe up and that is the extent of your apps. There's no preloaded games or anything like that. A really, I'm not going to say clean Android experience because it is still Magic OS, but there's no preloaded rubbish on here. If we jump into the settings again, jump down to About Tablet, and then you can see you've got 4 gigs of RAM plus 4 gigs of RAM turbo option, 64 gigs of storage, Android 15. The likelihood that this is going to get any updates, I say, is pretty slim. It might get a few security updates here and there. So let's just see if it's apparently not going to let me click on that. Cool. Let's try again. Nope. Okay, we'll try that again later. So overall, performance is going to be pretty basic on this tablet. The Snapdragon 680 has been around for a while, and of course it's just a regular entry-level processor found on, I think he used it, why does it keep doing that? That's not a good start. And now it won't let me do that at all. As you can see, it's not the most responsive. It's not like the tablet is doing a huge amount in the background. It's not pre-installing any apps or anything like that. So it is taking a second to think about what it wants to do, and swiping up to go up and down there. Okay, did I have my finger down there too far? I don't think I did, or I don't think I was swiping up. So personally, I think this tablet is mainly going to be suitable for just doing a bit of reading, watching some YouTube videos, and that sort of thing. Let's test out the speakers quickly. You've got stereo speakers, you've got speaker there, speaker up the top. Let's just check out one of my videos, why not?
Setup and first impressions videos, and today it's going to be on the new Motorola G86. You can have directly off Motorola's website at the moment for 250 quid. It's normally about 280, but if you do troll on eBay, you might be able to pick it up a little bit cheaper. So I'm just going to whip it up box, go through the setup and just see what this phone is all about ahead of my full review. And to be among the first to see that when that goes live, be sure to drop a subscribe on the channel and hit that bell so you know when it goes live. Let's get into it. Okay,
so you heard the man. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos a little bit like this. I will be dropping a bit more of a in-depth review on this little tablet once I've had a little bit more use from it. Let's just quickly jump into the camera. It's just an 8 megapixel rear camera. It's not going to be anything special, but tablet cameras are never really that special anyway. Detail is all right. It's not going to be, like I said, anything that will blow you away. And then a 5 megapixel selfie camera, which again is not going to be anything special, mainly for video calls and that sort of thing. But let me know what you think so far of this Honor Pad X7. I haven't gone into huge amounts of detail, mainly just to give you an impression of what it's like out of the box. Subscribe for my full review, which I will be dropping very, very soon, hopefully once I've had a bit more use. And I'll see you in the next one.